Stop getting finessed every day. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Stop Getting Finessed podcast is brought to you by Matt, Gary, Skeet. Stop Getting Finessed. So we'll go ahead and dive right in. We got got quite the show today. I don't even know where to get started, honestly, with all this stuff going on. That happened over the last couple of days. It was kind of ridiculous. But I'm gonna try to jump in. I'm gonna do blue balls. I'm gonna do my blue balls of the week, the NFL game suck of the week, some start sits, and go over the things that happened these last couple of days. Okay, so let's see here. The first trade that went down, which I'm pretty sure we had like 8. The Curtis Samuel and David Montgomery started it. So obviously neither player are any good at football. Scoggins has a personal vendetta against David Montgomery, as David Montgomery has a personal vendetta against the end zone. So I don't really know. I'm personally fine with him dumping him. He got a guy that he could have got off waivers. So really, this is kind of like a complete waste of time. Like I've actually taken dumps that make better use of time than this trade. Whatever. You know how that all is. We had Gary dropping a San Francisco back. That's always incredible. Always an incredible move. Then we had Zach Scoggins and Zach Calder. We had a Christian Kirk, Todd Gurley, and Alvin Kamara. So we got the number 2 running back, the number 4 running back, and a wide receiver that's on the ups. For Chris Carson, who is he's injury prone, but he got let's see here, he's got, I think he's 11 or 12 maybe. Derrick Henry, who is right around the 5, and then Adam Thielen, who's garbage. So I don't know, man. I want to say Calder got finessed. I get it. Alvin Kamara's good, but Todd Gurley, he's been doing well. Chris Carson, he can obviously go great. Derrick Henry, even if he doesn't score, the dude's going to get 100 yards because he's as big as an ox. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say Calder got finessed. Zach, incredible, absolutely freaking incredible. Me and Skeet had a little something. We had a Austin Eckler, Kenyon Drake, and DJ Chark. Between the 3 of those guys, I've played more NFL games this season, so I just, me, I've got enough depth. I just throw around, help the league out. I'm like Santa Claus. You get a player, you get a player, you get a player. So I he traded Austin Eckler, Kenyon Drake, and DJ Chark for Sterling Shepard and Tyler Lockett and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, he's part of this 3-headed weird thing that the Colts have going on. The Colts are not any good, which obviously shows that the Titans aren't very good, which shows that the Steelers aren't very good. So that's how that goes. So Jonathan Taylor's not very good. Tyler Lockett's about as consistent as it's literally about as consistent as my golf game, and that's saying something. Sterling Shepard is probably the most baseline consistent player out of the entire thing. So, I don't know. If Kenyon Drake and Austin Eckler come back healthy and good, I finesse Skeet. If not, he finesse me. So that'll be going on. That'll something we need to look forward to in the future. We have had another trade. We had a Antonio Gibson and Kenny. Now this is good. We had an Antonio Gibson and Kenny Galladay for James Robinson trade. Antonio Gibson, for some reason, Gall thinks he's the second coming. James Robinson, Skeet thinks he's the second coming. So they just exchanged 2 players who aren't really any good at football, and then he threw in Kenny Galladay. So now Gall is totally out of luck on a wide receiver. Looking at his roster, I've got. Oh, man, this is hard to look at. I got Justin Jefferson. You know how that goes. Next week he'll have 40. The next he'll have 3. And Chris Godwin, same for him. This dude, they may as well change his middle name to Q since it's always there anyway. I don't know, man. like I said, neither player's any good. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. But I'd probably say Golf got finessed on that one because James Robinson is a slight upgrade from Antonio Gibson, and then you just here's like, hey, here's Kenny Galladay, and then I'm stuck with the wide receiver situation. Even Cheese got busy. That's something. He finally got to dump the Foles Gordon combo. He finally realized that their value is, a wide receiver 3 rather than, what he was searching for initially. He's been trying all season. I really can't say either got finesse. Nick Foles isn't very good at football. Gordon's about to be in jail. So honestly, I'd say Cheese did what he had to do. Ski probably got finesse just because Cheese got a wide receiver that he needed and gave up nothing. It's like Kwame Brown. When you give up something and get back that something, you yourself become something. So Tyler Boyd became something because he was the byproduct of getting traded for nothing. So you have one more trade. My gosh, guys. I mean, can y'all just get off the fantasy app? I love it. Oh, and Ski, by the way, I'm pretty sure he made three separate trades in 12 hours. So that's incredible. I mean, that probably is a new record. We got a Stern, baby. Oh, man. So then we had Galt traded Teddy Bridgewater for Jake Luton, who obviously isn't very good at football. And Robbie Anderson, who he salivated over and then he sucked. Now he dumped him off to someone else. That's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Moving on from that. The NFL game, the suck of the week. Let's go through here. If I had to pick, this is just impromptu, the suck of the week. Oh my gosh. Boy. I'm going to have to say either the Eagles and Giants or Washington and Lions. And I hate to be like a broken record with this NFC East thing, but they're just horrible. The whole NFC East is a total joke. There are, I don't even understand how in the world. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Like, if that's the worst play, it's just the worst game. Is what it is. I'm gonna have to say either one of those games, Eagles and Giants or Washington and Lions. Like, I have 5 things I would rather do than watch either of those football games. 5 things. I would rather twerk to a Mozart or Beethoven symphony at a nightclub rather than watch that football game. I would rather tie my shoelaces to Booger McFarland on a Monday night football game than watch that football game. I would rather hire Osama bin Laden to be the head of security for American Airlines than watch that football game. I would rather be Donald Trump's hair than watch that football game. And finally, I would rather have the only thing I could eat for the rest of my life is Panera Bread, and I only made $11 an hour. So all I'm eating for the rest of my life is baguettes. So that game's just horrible. It's going to be absolutely a complete embarrassment of the league to watch. Standings. Let's dive into standings real fast. I'll have to wrap this thing up in a minute. Overall, first place is Gary. He just gets spoon-fed. It's a point situation. It really should be a tiebreaker between me and him for the division because I've beat him twice, but that's neither here nor there. Galt is in second, being in first in his division at 1075. I'm at 1080 at third, so Galt number of points this season. And I'm 4-0 in the division, so that's easy. That's very easy. And also, this is funny. We've got a transaction counter. Gary has made the most transactions in this league at 66. The least amount of transactions is Evan. So that's good stuff. Skeet's made 39, sitting firmly in last. And Calder's made 46. So, Gary's made the most, and he's in first. So it makes you wonder, the engagement of the league, if that helps out. Cheese has snuck from literally last place into the playoffs right now. So Cheese in 6th, Calder's in 4th, Clay is in 5th, and Alex will be in 7th outside looking in, followed by Evan, Scoggins, and Fighting Gales, a.k.a. the Skeet, a.k.a. the Finesse Key himself, a.k.a. the Finesse Whale. You go to, you ask, and you receive. So we'll go through really quick and see some Week 9 things. Gary still just as easy as he was that night. 110 to 105 is what I beat him by. Scoggins beat Skeet 93 to 82. Skeet's just not scoring points. I mean, that's just what it is. Cheese won 121 to 93. Not very good at football is Clay's football team. They're all hurt. Matt 116 to 87 over Alex. 87 is just so hard to look at. The low of the week, like I said, was Skeet, and it looks to be the case going forward as his whole team. He's in win now mode. He made some moves, so hopefully that works out for him. And Calder, I've never seen a man Calder stays between 105 and 120 every single week, it seems like. So if you can get more than 120 against Calder, you're probably going to win. But if you don't get at least 105, you're not going to win. So Drew Lock got off for Evan. Kyler Murray got off for Galt. Christian McCaffrey for Cheese. Not going to have to play him this week. Yes, let's see here. For the mine and Gary's match, we will go blue balls of the week for our match. I'm gonna have to say, for me, my play that was the blue balls of the week was either, I'm gonna have to say it's Tyler Lockett, just because you're playing Buffalo, high scoring game. It's got to be something good, right? It's not. Whatever. Gary, stop playing San Francisco running backs. I've done this for I think it's like the 5th, 6th week in a row. JaMychal Hasty, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just not going to keep doing it. He got you 1.3, man. So I don't know why you consider that. I don't know what you expected out of him, but that has to be your blue balls of the week. Blue balls of the week for Ski had to be either Le'Veon Bell or Ronald Jones, both with an astoundingly bad combined 2.1 points. They're combined to get 2.1 points. And then we have Adam Thielen and David Montgomery with again a combined 6 points. So that's probably Zach's blue balls of the week, and that's why his personal vendetta against David Montgomery has come to fruition, if you will. Cheese, James Conner getting 2, and David Johnson getting 1.6. 3.6 out of your top 2 running backs, that's hard to look at. The fact he won on behalf of Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill kind of bothers me. So, Clay, that's my fault. I'm sorry for that. DJ Moore, he might be blue balls of the year. I mean, the dude was drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. He got 1.8. So, I mean, that hurts. For Galt, gotta give it to Justin Jackson. You're playing the Raiders, not very good at football. Got a 0, an actual literal goose egg. Same with Alex. He played Corey Davis, actual goose egg. Buccaneers defense has been decent. I don't know why you would play them against the Saints, but he got them -1. Darius Slayton got 0.8. Oh my God, his team. Oh boy. And then Zach and Calder and Evan's team, gotta be DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins at 3. Like, are you serious? That's gotta be it for him. And Calder had a lot of contributions throughout his entire team. I'd say the biggest thing, the Chiefs defense a couple weeks ago got 19 against Scoggins. This week they got -2 for against the inept Carolina Panthers. I don't really know what that's about. So yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, that's probably the blue balls of the week. Moving forward to this week, we've got a few matchups. It's me and Cheese, a 6-3, 4-5. We got a 4-5 matchup. Alex against Clay, not very good. Scoggins and Gary, 3-6, 6-3 respectively. Calder and Skeet, 5-4, 3-6, and then Galt is going to try to keep his win streak going at 6-3 against Evan, who is 4-5. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up for today. Like I said, you guys are just not very good, especially at golf. Like, I can't wait to take all of your monies tomorrow. Again, drop some content. I got any kind of content you got, go ahead and drop it my way. Joe Mixon, and the dude was a 10th. What is he, 10th overall? Like, why? Why is he still? Why is he not on waivers? Like, if he literally went to waivers, I'd put $1 down for him, and that's the bad thing. I mean, Giovanni Bernard literally averages more points. I don't get it. But listen, man, y'all aren't very good. Literally not very good at all. This week we've got some chances to move up and down. Depending on how it goes in the no division, we can get Chiefs can come within a game of me at second, and if I were to lose that game and Gary wins, then Gary moves up one game in front of me. So if Cheese beats me, that moves me and Cheese and Gary all within 2 games. Same with Evan. Evan's 4 and 5 as well. So if Evan and Cheese win and me and Gary lose, that tightens that division a lot. Galt is 1 game ahead of Calder. If Calder were to win and Galt loses, that game is that'll be tied record wise. It'll go down to points. And then you got Clay and Alex, who I want to say I think we're playing each other. Let me go back real fast. Yes, they are indeed playing each other. So winner of that will move to no more than 2 games behind first place, depending on what happens to Galt. Loser of that probably doesn't have a chance at that division. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this junk up. Listen, y'all are very bad. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Who's going to be at the annual Finesse tournament. My team, we got this. I got to get that cookout tray. So I'm out. Y'all keep finessing. Eat dinner or become dinner. Finesse or get finessed. I'm out. Thank y'all for the engagement in this football league. I love it. I'm out.